Hi, my name's Kieran Dolan, and this is a story about my 62TE transmission in my Dodge Grand Caravan. This is a bit of an uncomfortable shot, so let's move somewhere more comfortable. Alright, a few things before I get started. I'd just like to say I have coronavirus right now. My throat is probably groggy. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Quick announcement, started an Instagram channel called The Real Kieran Dolan. Go follow me over there. That's about it. Let's get started. The last video I posted was about a month ago. Since then, I've been trudging through the rebuild of my 62TE transmission, which is notorious in many Dodge Chrysler vehicles for failing around 100 to 150,000 miles. My transmission didn't necessarily fail, but the shifting was getting sloppy and it would shake sometimes at low gear going uphill. The first step was watching YouTube videos. I watched Gary Ferraro's YouTube videos of his 62TE rebuild, and it looked pretty simple. So I thought, okay, and then I procured a manual. This manual is by the ATSG, the automatic, ATSG, god damn. This manual is made by ATSG, the Automatic Transmission Service Group for the 62TE transmission. And it's got a nice picture on the front. I looked through this manual and it didn't look that bad. I compared prices of a rebuilt transmission, just getting a whole rebuilt transmission versus rebuilding it yourself. The cost difference was about $1,000. So I decided to pull the trigger and buy $500 worth of parts and try my hand at rebuilding the transmission. I ended up having a few problems, like some stripped bolts, which I went to pick and pull to replace, which wasn't a big deal. And I also had to buy a new low clutch drum, which is the notorious part to fail on the 62TE transmission, but it also doubles as a good ashtray. So reduce, reuse, recycle, right? The real problem comes from this part here. Let me get a little closer. In the manual, they describe using a micrometer to measure the clearance of the clutch plates. And they list several different selective spacers, which are necessary to keep the transmission clutches at a correct distance when they close and open to get the right amount of friction. If they're too tight, they won't open properly. If they're too loose, they won't close properly. The clearance here is about 2/100 of an inch, which is pretty dang small, but not uncommon in modern technology. This one happens to be 2/100 of an inch too thick, and I tried to take it down and it just wouldn't work. So I had to go to the dealer. I meet a nice guy and he helps me find this in the Mopar part catalog. Now guess how much this costs? Put it down in the comments and I'll wait. Alright, you posted it in the comments? I bet you a sub that you're wrong. This thing costs $600. Now you might ask yourself, why does it cost $600? Well, I'll tell you, they only sell them in sets of 6. They've got 6 different sizes, and you have to pick from one of them and then throw the other 5 away. That's exactly what they do if you ask them to rebuild your transmission. For $600, you get 1 of these useful parts and 6 of these paperweights. So that is obviously crazy. Even the guy in the parts department admitted that this is just a ploy for Dodge to sell more parts. He gave me the part number and customer service's phone number. So we're gonna call them together. Let's do it. I actually left the phone number upstairs.
Thank you for calling FCA Customer Care. Para recibir ayuda en español, diga u oprima 9. You said it's for something else. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, something else. Or press 3. And which brand of vehicle are you calling about? Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Fiat, Alfa Romeo,
Dodge,
or Mazda. This call and subsequent calls may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes. Please wait while we get someone to help you.
Thank you for calling Dodge Customer Care. This is Anastasia. Who has the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, my name's Kieran. Went to a Dodge dealership the other day. Wanted to pick up just a single part to rebuild something, but they said that it only came in packs of 6, but I only need 1 in my vehicle. Let me give you the part number. I was wondering if I could just buy 1, if that was available.
Anything to do with parts, we just refer back to the dealership. We wouldn't be able to help with that.
It's on a dealership by dealership basis?
Yeah, we aren't able to provide part numbers or look up parts like that.
Wait, are you not Dodge Customer Care? You don't know what parts that you guys carry?
We are, but we refer it back to the dealership for parts.
Right, so I went to the dealership. They gave me your number and the part number that I have, and they said that you guys might be able to help me.
No, we wouldn't be able to help.
Okay, well that's fair enough, I suppose. Can I give you this part number and just ask you a quick question about it?
Yeah, what's the part number?
All right, so the part number is.
Okay.
So you're looking at a selective. It should be a pack of 6 different things, right? Is that correct? Is that what you're looking at?
Like I said, I'm not able to pull up parts, but I can try to give it a shot.
Oh, you can't even look at the parts.
No, anything to do with parts, we refer back to the dealership.
So if they didn't have the answer, who would they refer me to? Just to be clear.
Are they not able to find a part, or what is it they're not able to do?
Yeah, so basically, so they said that I could talk to you guys, and maybe you guys would be able to figure something out where I could just buy a single one. So who would I talk to if the dealership weren't able to help me? I mean, obviously somebody runs Dodge. Well, I mean, obviously Chrysler, I suppose, runs Dodge.
Let's see. I think I got it pulled up on the Mopar parts. Let me just put you on a hold and double check for you.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So the parts department from the dealership sent me to this phone number, and they said that everything that they deal with parts goes back to the dealership. So bit of a circular loop there. I'm gonna see if I could break out of that loop and try and find someone more important. The One Piece Kaido fight that's just being animated right now, pretty fire, won't lie. Joy Boy, woo! Also new mic, so that's pretty cool. Great hold music. Just great. Bloody news.
Alright, thank you for holding.
Yeah.
Right, so I can provide you a website that you can look into, or a phone number that can better help you than I can.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Let me get that phone number.
Alright, so the phone number is going to be
4364. All right, fantastic. So what would I be looking for here? Who is this?
that's the Mopar website. That's where they specifically work with the parts.
Ah.
And that's where the dealership gets their parts from also.
Ah, okay, fantastic. And what are your customer service or customer care then?
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
Yeah, we're customer care, and they're Mopar where they work with the parts.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right, well, you have a wonderful day then. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. You have a nice day.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so that was interesting. Got one more step. Good hold music.
Thank you for calling the Mopar Parts Assistance Center.
Please listen closely as our menu options have recently changed.
Please enter your case number. If you do not have one, please hang up and call back with a valid case number.
What? We'll call back. Try again. We'll go for 3. All right, try 3. Direct call.
You've reached the Direct Connection Technical Hotline and Dodge SRT Concierge Headquarters. For Direct Connection, please press 1. For all other Dodge SRT programs and questions, please press 2. The Dodge SRT Concierge Headquarters is currently closed.
What? All right, so they're on Eastern Time. They're on Eastern Time. Absolutely baloney. Okay, let me finish this bloody nose and we'll wrap this up. As we just saw, one option is to pay $500 to get these 6 parts and throw away 6 parts because you've already got one in your hand, or you could keep calling people for, hours and days and spend all that time. Or you could do the third option, which I chose to do, and contact a metal shop. I live in Portland, Oregon, so I contacted Meta Fab. Jim from the future here. I met up with Chris, the shop manager at Meta Fab today, and boy, did he make a shiny part. By no means am I sponsored by them. I asked them for a favor, they helped me happily, and I wanted to give them a shout out. They're a locally owned Oregon shop with great people. Go check them out if you have any manufacturing you need done. Anyways, let's get back to the video. I won't have to be spending a ton of money. I won't have to be getting an entire new transmission and just throwing away the old one. I won't have to be, what's the other option? I don't know. I won't have to be sacrificing performance. I mean, this should work well. It seems so obvious that this is a barrier to entry for any sort of advanced level mechanic And it seems silly that Dodge should do this, and they sort of put you in this circular loop, right? Now I'm good at getting out of that and trying to find better numbers to call. Of course they're closed today, and I really couldn't be bothered because I've already found a better solution than Dodge. But it just makes you wonder why this is the problem. You know, this is a problem at all. Theoretically, what you could do is you could take this in and say, look, this is too thick for me. I need a thicker one, or it's too thick, I need a thinner one, or it's too thin, I need a thicker one. They trade it out with you, 1 for 1, and then they keep this one on the shelf, and then they put it in a transmission when it needs it. It seems like an obvious way for them to make more money. Why would you charge people for things that they aren't even going to use, that they will purposely be throwing away? It just doesn't make any sense. I figured I'd create this video and spread some positivity to Meta Fab because they're helping me out with this, and honestly just shit on Dodge a little. I would never ever buy a Dodge vehicle in the future, or a Chrysler or a Jeep or whatever you want to, you know, whatever you want to use. They're all the same company. Can you say that Dodge is the worst? I don't know. I don't have a ton of cars to compare all these different parts manufacturers, you know. This is just so silly. This transmission notoriously fails, but they make it specifically more expensive to rebuild it. This one part alone costs almost 1/3 to 1/2 of the price of a remanufactured transmission. To throw away your entire transmission just for this, because this costs $500. I'm not trying to say that this is a poorly made part. I just wanted to spread the awareness. The Dodge, a Chrysler, or anything else with a bloody 62 TE transmission, this is going to be something that you're eventually going to have to deal with. You may not care because you just take it to the mechanic and they'll just replace it. You know, nowadays mechanics never rebuild transmissions because it's just too expensive. This is why it's expensive. You know, I just wanted to put that out there and let you know. Hopefully my van will be up and running within the next few weeks. If anyone wants to help me make YouTube videos, directing, you know, writing a script or something like that, I'm absolutely terrible at that. Would love your help. Obviously I don't make any money on these, just for the funsies of it. Let me know. That's this part. Have a nice day.